Hello, everyone. JACKDAMJIEN YouTube channel. Let's take a change of pace. So my premise today, all of you, is with Tom Brady to stay with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Sean Payton. Wait. The offense is made by mostly Brian Leftwich. See, Bruce Arians and the Glaziers made a lot of money in the Super Bowl. They made a lot of money when they started winning too. But the players have been busting the bus more than management, trying to solve problems. But they really haven't been. Why does Tom Brady even want to come out and retire? How much is enough? He's greedy. He's like an American, any American greedy. The people that constructed the game plan weren't always there. Then they were there. And you got to win games to have all those pieces in place to make the engine run. Just like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick was involved in the process of making the team better, of making sure that any Patriots operate like a slick oil machine. Bruce Arians and the Glaziers, it seems like they weren't really involved as much. But if you look at organizations that win, see, they have to put in a lot of time developing other offense, defense, also team's culture to really win, to not have any bad feelings, to have the game plan understood by everyone in the room matters. You also have to be willing to throw things out when they don't work and make adjustments according to what your star player needs. What your star player, quarterback, one who runs offense. Tom Brady coming back, it's kind of like something to really think about. It's like, wow, if he did come back, wouldn't that be great? But if he doesn't, you got to just think like, if he does come back, like, what do you do? But he may not come back. But will he come back? That's the big mystery. Will he come back? He said he was done playing, but he sent a tweet. Well, it was on Instagram saying that he might actually come back to play. He might return to the fold. Will he return to the fold? Time will know. No one can predict what Brady's going to do. We definitely can't predict what he's going to do. But some people really want this because they really love Tom Brady. And they want him to come back. They want him to be that guy that people love him. He feels great because he is the poster boy for American exceptionalism, even in football. He's like eye to eye with the team. If he's doing things with those guys, and the structure of the system is sound of what he can follow and lead, coordinate the offense. That's something that's going to work, especially if he's definitely going to be the leader of this. If the team can actually follow him, because do they look at him as like someone who's past his prime? I mean, he was top 20 quarterback last year, and I'd even argue he's top 10. So he can basically do whatever he wants and come back. Payday does not matter. Pretty sure pay him what, $15 million a year, $10 million a year. You know, but he probably feels like I could push the records a little further out of reach if I played this other year, or if I played a few more years. He's being the mode of Brett Favre because he wants to play a little longer, and people tell him, "Hey, knock it, longer, hang it up," and it's over. But he's still playing good. I mean, still winning. Got to the playoffs. But how many quarterbacks can you say that can play at his level? And that's probably what he's thinking too. He's probably thinking that I could just make this last a little bit longer. Uh, get some time with the kids, get some time with the wife, and change my mind in June. I mean, that's workable, but I mean, is he really going to sign? Is he really going to? Are they really going to replace him with someone better? They could, but it's a big if, barring injuries and how the team's chemistry feels and the morale of the people that have played with him and gone to the Super Bowl. There's still pieces there. Uh, Noticeably, there will be some free agents. There will be some players that lose, particular possibly Godwin, 11 to Fournette. It's possible, but let's not just jump out of the box with that because as a way for them to cut some cap space and actually keep some people that they thought they were going to get rid of, but they can retain that talent. So that's something to consider in the immediate future. And this stuff just doesn't happen like in a vacuum. It's a lot of ifs here, and you got to think what the Miami Dolphins are going to do. They have a brand new coach. We don't know how not good they're going to be. It's a lot of uncertainties, but as far as that division, I think the Bucs are going to have a good chance to be in the middle of the pack for a long, long time, even without Brady. So that's not really a thing that they should be pinpointing on, like laser focused on, if they're going to be competitive, because they're going to be competitive for quite some time. I mean, if I was the quarterback of the Tampa Bay Bucs, they'd still be quite competitive and right there in the race. So, I mean, I think Tampa Bay fans don't have much to worry about as far as being competitive. They'll be like kind of like Colts and the Titans. They'll be like it'll be like the Bengals. They got one piece or other. They have a lot of good people on offense, good people on defense. But it's just like they're just a quarterback away, or maybe the quarterback's really good, and maybe he cleans some areas on the outside, edge rush, pass rush, safeties a little bit, defensive backs, and you got to set all that in line because, I mean, it could really work well, but it has to be executed carefully, and you've got to take into consideration the possibilities that it could go wrong, and you have to mitigate those variables so that the team is essentially put in the best possible position to win. And they also want to win too. Another thing people don't talk about is that they have to want to win. They can't just do it because they want Coach Arrogance to go out with the Super Bowl, or because they believe what they did last year is duplicable, or they want to obtain the title for another 2 years. And there's also like morale thing. You have the quarterback winning the Super Bowl. In the very next year, they make the playoffs, so they're going to the Super Bowl. So this guy semi-retires or retires, and then he decides, you know what? Just because I'm 44 doesn't mean I'm going to leave. I want to stay, so I'm going to try to stay a little longer. That challenges the chemistry of the team. To me, I mean, if you actually were headstrong about this retirement, there'll be no duplicitous moves to delay it, change your mind, go to TV, be a broadcaster. You would have actually made that known. You would have done that, Brady. So I don't know if I can really trust this guy because he's really retired. He's not really retired. He's retiring for his ego. Is there a family thing? Right now it's a family thing. But Tom Brady is really he's all about his legacy. And his legacy matters so much that he's just holding the whole country hostage just to see if he's the greatest quarterback, possibly have debate about being the greatest, but basically just a crack addict chasing high. Because just seeing how many rings he can get. We don't know how many rings. What should be content stopping 7? Because I mean, his lip got busted last year. What's next? We're going to have a 45-year-old quarterback double around with severe injury. That's not good for the league. That's not good for anyone. So I think Tom Brady should really just take a look at opportunities outside of football, because it's not like he lost a great deal. He actually gained a lot out of football, and the end is near. The end is near Tom Brady. So I think he should just walk away from the game and do it in a respectful way. Don't hold himself hostage and don't hold the team hostage. And let's not keep Blaine Gabbert from having the opportunity he deserves, because he does deserve this opportunity. I think. So tell me what you think in the comments. It's JACKDAMJIEN, and goodbye. 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 Goodbye.